Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Yet another glorious day lies ahead of our glorious nation as we continue to make progress towards a glorious future. As always, folks, there is a lot to get done today, so I will not bore you with a prolonged introduction. Just want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It makes a very big impact with regards to what I do on the channel, how often I go about doing it, and how I go about doing it when I go about doing it. So y'all know the drill by now. With that said, let's go ahead and get this party started, shall we? I am really excited for today's session because we're going to do what I said we were going to do last session before I got unceremoniously distracted. Honestly, this region of the nation has very quickly, I think, become my favorite. The more we work on it, the more I love it, and I think a big part of that is because we are more familiar with the game's systems and mechanics and limitations and sort of working around them a bit better than we've had in the past, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love Uprisinggrad and Brixtonia, and, you know, as messy as Veterinkagrad can be at times, I do still love it because it was our first city and it holds on to some of those vestiges. But you know, all that learning has come to create something I think rather beautiful over here, and I'm really excited to see it to its completion. You know, if and when that ever happens, considering, I mean, who knows? Who knows what the future holds for this part of the nation? But today's session holds a completion of the, well, this section at least of the Riverfront. I'm hoping to build a couple of parking sections over here and actually cap this area off so there's room for the tracks to come out and form a bridge over here and go across the river as well, right? So the waterfront, you know, look will end over here roughly. So I'm hoping to get all that done today, maybe even commission the construction of some of these office buildings and all that. But beyond that, ideally we'll also get the mall hooked up to the tram line, as I was sort of discussing last session, I think the session prior as well. I would really like to have all that done sooner rather than later. I think this will definitely get done today. This being done today is maybe a bit of wishful thinking, but you gotta dream big, right? Before we get into all that, I just want to touch on a couple of things. Yes, last session we got distracted by the nuclear power plant, but it does seem like, based on the comments, that quite a few of you are actually pleased by that turn of events, and that includes myself, actually. I am glad we actually spent the time to wire up the nuclear power plant, not completely, but to a degree. Again, we've got the one line over here, right, coming out, going all the way over this way, coming across the river, and making its way past the highway into the power. What would this be called? There's a term for it where all this power, like switching and stuff, happens, and it's escaping me right now. But either way, we got this area, I don't want to say set up because it's a horrible mess, right? But we got this area adjusted, let's call it, and we realized the issue, of course, with having a lower voltage, high voltage wire be a bit of a bridge over here, and how it ill-affected our entire grid. We cannot do this. This is not going to fly. As we've already been seeing, we're seeing some power issues, and I would like to solve them, but I'm going to set them aside for this session. We'll tackle them next session, and what I'm going to do is actually, in response to quite a bit of the feedback I got from the comments, I do agree with a common pattern I saw across a few comments, which was that we should kind of burn it all to the ground and start over. Now, I won't necessarily start over from zero. We have, you know, some decent work that's in place already in this, you know, in our power infrastructure that I'm quite pleased with and I'm quite happy with. But this area and really this whole stretch over here that I'm highlighting with my cursor, this needs to be reworked. And what that actually will entail is shifting it over to here. We have a lot of empty space over here to work around. We won't be, you know, snaking around parks and things like that with our wires. So instead, I think we'll use this stretch over here, and rather than have all this transfer and switching and stuff happening over here on that hilltop, we'll find a space over here, I think, just off the highway to do it instead. Because what else are we going to use this space for? Not much, I don't think. So we get all that set up over here. We'll bring power down over here. We'll have another maybe, you know, central hub somewhere over here or over here to help split it out over, you know, Moria and Petrograd and Zodcha and all that kind of stuff. And I think that would work a lot more cleanly. I think visually and just from a functionality perspective as well. But yes, we will be getting rid of a lot of the wiring that's kind of making a mess over here, as for many of your suggestions. And we will, yes, also be using the tools at our disposal. It's been pointed out that we can use, of course, the overlays here to give us an idea of where we need to make adjustments. I believe everything's at 0 at the beginning of when you load into a game, which is why we're seeing zeros across the board. But yes, I will be using this. I've used this in the past with varying degrees of success, but hopefully I'll actually learn how that tool works properly, not just looking for the yellows and the reds, but also how the numbers translate to carry capacity of like voltage capacity and stuff like that. And we'll fix up our power lines next time, though. Sorry, that's a lot of time rambling about something we're going to take care of next time. I did just want to address the comments, so I wanted y'all to know that I've seen those comments, and I wanted to make sure that if there were any there was any additional feedback to add on top of that, now's the time, because next session I think we'll be dedicating to some of that rewiring. Actually, on that note, I wonder if I shouldn't, just for the time being, get this power plant up and running again. You know what? I'll see how many power problems we have, and if we have any, we'll get that power plant up and running again temporarily. Though it has been suggested that we should keep it running just to provide some jobs. I'm wondering if we replace those power plants. Well, we keep them physically there, shut them down, but build a couple of office buildings or something in the area to provide employment instead. One last thing to look at, of course, before we dive in, as is tradition, our numbers. 85.5k, looking fantastic. I mean, I don't think I'll ever get over the fact that we recovered without needing to rush any construction, without needing to pay for any construction. I'm very pleased that we managed to do that. Things are looking quite good. The 21 plus number over here continues to push up. Obviously, we're in that 2k range rather consistently, I would say. Hopefully, as some of these buildings get done, we're about to see this one get done, right? And then we're about to see a couple of these ones get done as well. Once those get done, we should hopefully get a bit of a head start, or not a head start, but a leg up on this number, and then it'll hopefully take a bit more time before we are, in that same situation where we found ourselves a handful of sessions ago now. But we're trying to get ahead of the curve, right? That's why we've got so many of these projects in place. Quite a few of them are not being worked on yet. I mean, we've got one construction office on each of these, it seems. The Smolinet's construction office. Which construction office are you? Guy up over here? Oh, we just have this for to help us with terraforming. So, I mean, kind of irrelevant. I think it can make progress, but no, not without some actual resources that these guys can't even carry. Trying to figure out if I want to get them more directly involved. I mean, if I get them the right equipment, they have so far to travel just to pick stuff up now. You know, it's fine. We'll focus on the construction of some of these other buildings after this one's done. I just want to make sure, we're, again, spreading the use of resources between two or so different kinds of buildings. I've discussed this before, so I'm not going to belabor that point any further. Overall, though, things are looking pretty fantastic. Unemployment is going up a little bit, and that is because we are not providing employment to the people who are moving into these areas. Hopefully, we'll get some of this stuff done. What does this need? Steel, bricks, boards, no prefab panels. Okay, so there's that. What about you? You need some prefab panels, not as many as some of the other buildings. All right, we could actually commission these office buildings over here, I think. Get them going, provide some jobs to the people over here as we develop this riverfront area, right? Oh, and actually, I do wonder, can I... Let me very quickly check over here, because this has been asked in the comments. I just want to see if it's possible. Am I able to name... I am able to put a sign up on this first power plant that's being shut down. But I want to make sure it is permanently shut down before we put a name on it. And if you have any suggestions for what to put in memoriam, I guess, let me know. I've got some suggestions already, but if you have more, then keep them coming. All right. With that said, let's go ahead and hit play and get to work over here. Another thing that I will be keeping an eye on is how these guys all go out to seek the things they need, right? To whether it be sport or culture or what have you. We did spend some time hooking the stadium up by Krasna Station over here. Krasna Central Station, I should call it. People are able to reach the stadium over here, but we're just not seeing people's sports needs be met yet. If I'm not mistaken, 355 citizens were not able to participate in any sport. And I just wonder if that's because they are prioritizing other things, which is fair. We'll give it some time. I mean, I'm seeing this at 99%, so that's throwing me off a little bit. Maybe there's a visual glitch here or a bug here or something. We'll keep an eye out for it. But point being, I just want to see some of these numbers get fixed up, because we have put the effort in to sort some of these needs out, and I would like to see again our transit working as intended. We'll keep an eye out for some of that stuff as well. We've got people coming over here to these construction sites that will at least provide employment temporarily. You know what? Why don't we go ahead and there we go, crank these numbers right up so everyone that works at these sites is a local. We don't need them to be bussed over, right? And we are still working on improving some of the construction equipment as well, right? Let's not forget. But before we pan on over to that, let's actually make some progress over here, shall we? So over here, again, if I could just remember where all the pieces are, it throws me off. I almost wish there was a separate, like waterfront tab just for these pieces, because they're such amazing pieces and I'm using them so much now. But obviously that's a very selfish statement there. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... Ooh, right, I forgot we got this last time and put it down over here, right? It's actually allowing all these people to come over here to these construction sites, which is great. I mean, hopefully we'll see our unemployment drop from 11% to something a bit more reasonable as these guys start to work on these, right? But what am I looking for? I'm looking for not attraction, not broadcasting. I know I'm looking for parking, but parking comes over here, right? We're going to have this 32 set, let's call it parking lot over here. We might even have two of them. Could we put one down over here? No, because that'll get in the way of this thing. I have you over here. I could put this guy down over here. I just don't know. Yeah, I guess I could. It'll make a bit of a mess, I think. Maybe it's not a bad idea, actually. This guy about to park over here? He is. Where is he going? Where's he from? From Krasna Large Parking, number 3. What did the owner do? Where's this owner going? Sorry, I get so excited about this stuff. Current demands. Walking to the shopping center over here. Do what? Get food or something? I want to see what they do. Oh man, I really love how all this looks. Yeah, getting food and meat. That's so cool. That's so cool. They can't get it locally, so they drove over. Oh man, I still get giddy over these little things. I'm sure the novelty will wear off at some point, but it hasn't worn off just quite yet. All right, let's go ahead and... what would I do with parking over here is the question. I guess it's more parking for these guys, so sure, why not? Go ahead and raise this a little bit. See if we can't get that to line up nicely. And we'll curve out over here, and hopefully we'll be able to nicely fit parking out over here as well. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Where are we? Over to our mods. Get you. Will you line up nicely? Come on now. Close, but no cigar. All right, fair enough. Raise this all a little bit. I just wish the process was a bit smoother. I understand. Again, it is a mod, don't forget. So it is working around the limitations of how the game works. But I do wish the process was just a little bit smoother. That looks like it lines up nicely. Getting dark, though, fortunately. Do I take the chance? Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? We are paying for it. We are paying for it. So that's that done. The road over here, how would we do this? Go ahead and flip to that first. The road over here could hook up like this. Some other infrastructure's in the way. What's in the way? Is it the road? We have something here. I don't think we do. Other infrastructure's in the way. This is very weird. Not sure what that is. Should be able to hook you up like this. Very strange. It's just not letting me connect. Too steep of an incline down there. Oh, I can hook up to there. Fair enough. I'll do that. So people can park here now as well. And this is actually rather funny. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out if a car is still able to reach here. Well, we can check the... yeah, it looks like they're able to kind of come through this way and park there anyway. Alright, that works out. You guys are fine as well. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I was a little worried about how this would connect, but it seems like it's working. We have electricity problems up over here. Yeah, I feel like we need the coal power plants still running for now. Electricity trouble at the steel mill and stuff could become quite problematic. Let's see how this plays out. I mean, you can see there's electricity trouble across the board over here just because the power that's coming through is not enough. I don't think... I'd have to disconnect the nuclear power plants to actually provide power across the board. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do that. Once the sun comes up so I can cleanly see the power connections and stuff, and where I might need to remove them and all that. Maybe we'll... Oh, you know what? Speak of the devil, the sun's up. All right. I think when we go to actually transfer over to the nuclear power plant, we have to just commit and do it fully. We can't do a half step like this and then come back to it later. I think we need to go ahead and... Jeez, okay, where are we? So you're coming down to there and then being split over. Right, so why don't we go ahead and get rid of you and get the high voltage 18 megawatt over to there. Pay for you, and hopefully then we will not see any power trouble. I mean, again, it's a bit messy right now, but that's temporary. Building is without power supply. Okay, so that didn't work out. Now you're completely dead. What happened there? What have I done? What have I done? Oh, right, this is what I've done. Got no workers here. Right. Oops. That's okay. A temporary setback. Hopefully workers will arrive here shortly, and we will be A-okay. Keeping an eye out. Damn. These guys are all going to be stuck now, right? All right, fair enough. Not a problem. Go ahead and cancel that. Go ahead and replace it with this guy for now. Right, I got to go with the same wire type, which is what? This guy? Yeah, all right, for now. Until we have workers at this power plant. Just 4 now. I'll wait until... I'll give it a second. How about that? We'll come back there. We'll do the rewiring next session. All right, back over here. This is looking okay. Let's head on over to our mods again. I would like this to be like here-ish, right? We'll see how the roads work out, but let's go ahead and get... Damn, which one am I looking for? Not platform station, because these guys are all still like straight connections. I'm looking for sports playground. That's what it is. I was like, I know it's one of the more like entertainment kind of things. I just couldn't remember which one it was. All right, so we'd curve up and then straighten out is what the plan would be. So let's go ahead and adjust the train over here. Can I actually level height from center? Go out like this. I expect that would work. We're about to find out. Over to our mods. Oh, and did this line up? You know what? Well enough, I would say. I would say that lined up well enough. Over to you. Well, this is like impossible to see. Or train further back, maybe. Didn't used to be this difficult to see if they lined up. Where are we? This guy? Yes. Go up like so. It's a little too high. Just a touch. Trying to like do it at the same time roughly so that I have some idea if I'm close or not. Is that a little too high, eh? My thinking is if I'm doing this now, I might as well make the effort, right, as best as possible. Within reason. Might as well make the effort to make it look as good as possible, right? Rather than regret taking shortcuts and being too laissez-faire. Come on now. How often am I gonna have to flip this back and forth? And click on the wrong one. That's kind of close enough, I think. We're like a light tap away. Don't know if that's even in the right spot. There we go, let's try that. There, that works nicely. That's about as close as we can get, I think. Go ahead and pop you down as soon as that autosave is done. There we are. Another step up, I think, is necessary. Yeah, I think so. Will you line up? Nope. Gotta raise this ever so slightly. There we go. That's not too bad. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. Done. Let's go ahead and flip this around now. Of course, gotta raise them. Train a bit more. It's a bit further out than I'd anticipated, but not the end of the world. Not too bad, I don't think. Go ahead and get you hooked up like so. No. You know what's good is this will again also count as like spots for employment and entertainment for the people living in the area. If I can just hook these guys up, it'll act as such at least. So hopefully we'll be able to do that, and these things will double up as actual spaces for these guys to enjoy. Pop you down like so. So far, so good. Do I need another one? I think I do, just to get this straightened up, right? Alright, can I put you down a little too high, eh? A little too high, just a touch. Just a touch. That should do the trick. Pop you down. Yeah, that looks good enough to me. Like so. And then I think we get, yeah, the parking. So where is our parking? Parking lot. 32. I hate that the cursor's at this end. I gotta like look from this angle to try and get it lined up. It's very inconvenient. Alright, it's fine. Go ahead and raise the train all the way out over here. Make it work. That's definitely too high. It's gotta be. I keep clicking. Let's see. Yeah, obviously that's too high. Go ahead and lower the train a bit. Alright, there we go. I just wonder about... Nah, we'll make the roads work. We'll make the roads work. Back to our mods. Back to our parking. That looks pretty good, actually. Alright. Pop you down like so. Spending a fair bit of money on this as well, truth be told. Spending quite a bit of money, actually. So that's our parking. Can we put another parking lot? Now this one's too big, eh? Yeah, this one's too big. I mean, I guess these tracks will go over, but still, might be nice to just kind of cap this off over here. Whereas our sports playground, we have our 90-degree turn. That's not what I want. The cap is under a different category entirely, and I forget which one. Is it attraction? No, I keep assuming, because I think of these as attractions, right? So I keep assuming there'll be an attraction. It's not... Oh, monument, I think? Yeah, monument. There we go. Final element R. I think so. Zoom right in over here. Pop you down there. Cool. I think we're done. I think we're done laying this out. Moment of truth is obviously getting the train out of the way and seeing how it looks, but I think we might be there. Get all this down here. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Let's hope the road isn't going to get in my way of terraforming. Looks like we're okay. Yeah, looks like we're okay. Good stuff, excellent. Beauty. Keep going, keep going. A little bit more over here. Definitely got to do that. Okay. The road connection there. Can we get this down by enough? I gotta like wiggle the mouse around a little bit just to like nudge the... oh, we've gone too far over here. Just a little bit. Raise that back up. Thank you very... Come on. Much. Alright. But I gotta lower over here. Might just put in asphalt or something, you know? That's unfortunate. This little gap over here, I wonder... I think I have a bit of an idea of what I could do for that. But we'll see how it works, right? See how it works. For now, can I get... You lined up like... So. Okay. Height from center. Can I apply that? That's, you know, not terrible. Not perfect, but it's not terrible. Gotta go in and adjust a little bit over here, like so. Couple points. Alright, good stuff. Over here. Go ahead and drop that down. Excellent. Drop this down. Excellent. Drop this right down, actually. Oh, that's too far down. But yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Go ahead and pull this down like so. Expose the side as much as possible there. Go ahead and raise this a touch. Just a touch. The slightest bit of flooding over here. Not ideal. Go ahead and height from center. Like so. Not ideal. Okay, just minor adjustments here and there, I think, will do the trick. Just trying to make it as clean as possible. While being reasonable, of course, right? Trying to, at least. Raise this stuff up a little bit. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff. Reasonable, I think. Alright, cool. So with that done, we need our road over here to connect. Oh, this is actually kind of messy. That looked a lot cleaner from the other angle. A lot cleaner from the other angle. There we go. Alright. So now with that done, let's go ahead and see if we can't connect this road like so. Oh, come on. There we go. Beautiful. I actually quite like that. And let's see if we can't connect these footpaths. Yes, I love it. You know, I forgot to switch this to build from resources, so we spent some money on some dirt roads there. Not the end of the world, but a little funny. Hook you up. Too steep of a descent. Too steep of a descent. Steep of a descent. Are you for real? How much of a drop is this? Oh, come on. That's not too steep of a descent. Sharp of a turn. Alright, let's see if we can't get this to work here. Can I... Oh, this is not going to work. I mean, I'm glad at least one of them hooked up. But this is kind of silly. Too steep of a descent. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? And how else can I hook you up? Oh, this guy's fine from there. Oh, no, that was an optical illusion or something. It wasn't actually hooking up to it. Yeah, that's weird. Well, actually, can I... Oh. So strange sometimes. I mean, again, these are all mods, right? And they're rather crazy mods as well with regards to what they're accomplishing, so it's fine. I just wish they would work as one would hope they would work, you know? Either way, let's go ahead and adjust the train a little bit over here. I mean, I'm glad I've got at least one of these hooked up, and you can see quite a few people actually coming here. A lot of visitors waiting out front. Some guests are without service, you don't say. Man, these would actually be popular if I could hook them all up, eh? How can this be too steep? It's like basically flat. Too sharp of a turn. That angle is like killing my frame rate there. Alright. We might come back to this in a bit. For now, since night is falling, let's pause for a second. I'm sure by now we have enough workers working consistently at this power plant, right? That we can go ahead and adjust our wiring here again. We want to get rid of you. We want to get our highest voltage option up this way. Wait, hold on. Might as well do this, right? Up this way, down this way, back to that. Get you done. Okay, excellent. So hopefully this night we will not have as many power problems. You know, flashing lights. Yeah, all right, cool. Like I said, if we're gonna swap over to nuclear, we have to like, well, you have to go with the nuclear option. You got to just go for it, right? There's no dallying. You can't hesitate. Hem and haw. All right, what's the progress here looking like? Lots of workers, very little construction going on. Waiting for prefab panels and steel. Here, concrete, steel, bricks, boards. All right, bricks, boards, and steel. I mean, again, there's lots of resources that we have, but they just need to be brought over. I'm slowly working on upgrading our not manufacturing, but our what's the word I'm looking for? Construction facilities, right? We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, why can we not? Before I get into that, how about we check out some of the decorative options over here? Decorative pavement. We could get the gravel road down over here. Right, kind of match this this look. We could in fact get this down over here as well. I think that'll work quite nicely. Yeah, looks good. Pop you down over here as well, and up over. Whoops. Up over here, we might put some like trees or something down in this area, make like a plaza looking kind of a thing. Maybe that would be. I think that would be quite nice actually. We'll take a look at some of the decorative elements after after the sun rises. Down over here, I'm not sure if this is the right look. Or if I want to go with asphalt just to make it look like, you know, cars could park here. Not 100% sure. I mean, I'm not hating this. I'm not hating this. But it's just don't know if it's right, you know? But let's go ahead and get the road out over here, I think, going up if we can. We can indeed. Go ahead and do that. Oh, geez. That's a lot more adjusting than I anticipated. But I was hoping to do, yeah, this kind of a thing. Not necessary. It's not necessary, so I might actually pull that back, right? Because I don't think I can lower the train over here if I do this. And I can't get this to look right if I do that. Alright, fair enough. So let's go ahead and cancel the road. Fair enough. Lesson learned. We don't need that connection anyway, so it's not the end of the world or anything. I just thought it would be nice to actually have the loop complete, you know? But hey, it is what it is. Go ahead and drop you down over here. There we go. And we gotta raise you back up over here, eh? There we go. Good stuff. I just wish I could get... I wish I could get to be perfect. Pipe dream, I know. I mean, I say that, and then I come as close as I've... like, closer than I've ever gotten. Nope. And then I'd go ahead and do that. Alright. Alright. No point. No point pursuing this. It's not gonna happen. Get this dirt gone. All right, cool. So this is looking okay. Why don't we go ahead and upgrade our road over here? Go ahead and pay for it, of course. All this road, I think, can be upgraded without hesitation, because we're pretty confident it's permanent now. And let's go ahead and upgrade our footpath here as well. Good stuff. I'm not a fan of this, and I wonder what I can do for that. I do believe we have these guys, which maybe... I wish I hadn't dropped the height of this train already. But I could maybe fill the gap with one of those guys. Let's see. Raise the train back up. I know there's the road there, but hopefully we can still do one of these. Not that one, this one. Okay, maybe a little bit more increase in height over here is necessary, it seems. If we do that, then try it. There we go. Yeah, that'll do the trick, I think. Pop you down like so. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Well enough, I think. Go ahead and pay for you, of course. And just like that, problem is solved? Question mark? Maybe. I mean, it's not the neatest looking thing, but it's cleaner than having a literal gap in the ground, right? So it'll have to do. Yeah. In fact, I think it does do. I think it does the trick just fine. Go ahead and push this train down as much as I can. Okay, looking good, looking good. That's about it, looks like. Alright, you know what? I think having it be asphalt would be the right call. I think it would look better. Clean this up a little bit more. Come on now. A little bit higher there. Okay, good stuff. And let's go ahead and swap this out to be decorative asphalt road. At least over here. At least this section. So we can square off like that. Yeah, not my favorite, I'll be honest, but I think it does the trick for now. Go ahead and get the gravel square happening over here as well, though. I think that'll look quite nice. There we go, like so. Yep. And I don't know about down over here, if we need it down over here, but maybe we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Can I hook this up over here? Too steep of an incline. I'm hoping that people are able to walk from here up, you know? Because otherwise, this whole parking lot's kind of useless. Yes, they are able to walk up. Bit of a roundabout way to get up there, but I think it's what's necessary, because I don't think this footpath, yeah, too steep of a descent. Not surprised. We can get some trees down or something, though, to at least make it look good. Yeah. Drop a couple of these guys down over here. Yeah, I think this will look quite nice, actually. Good stuff, good stuff. Trees down over here. They'll eventually get cut down when the tracks come through, but for the time being, they look nice. All right, good stuff. Meanwhile, over here, and we can get some more trees down up over here as well. Just add some more green spaces in general, I think is not a bad idea. All right, looking good. Over here as well. Looking good around these office buildings, sure. How's the construction looking over here? All right, I mean, it's not going too quickly or anything, but I'm sure it'll catch up when some of these other construction projects get completed, right? Like this one's almost done. Just need 24 tons of steel. Not too shabby. And it looks like unemployment is down to 6%, from 11% down to 6%, all because of the construction sites, though. So let's not rest on our laurels or anything like that, for there are no laurels to rest upon. You are not being built because no one's actually working on you. How's that about? Let's go ahead and get our construction offices. Only some have a path. Why is that? Why is that? Oh no, okay, looks like we're all good now. I must have assigned this before we connected the footpath the first time around. Either way, looking alright. Some of these roads are also being built by our construction offices, as you can see. Also looking alright. But the mall over here, again, like we've touched on, I don't really think we need to establish a warehouse for it, because I feel like it's its own warehouse, and I do see some of you do agree with that assessment. Let's go ahead and actually prioritize the building of these car dealers, because I would like to see more cars out and about over here. And I do think the car dealers don't require too much as far as... oh, actually, it's quite a few of the... Actually, quite a few resources. Either way, let's get these car dealers going first, and that way we can get our cars actually being shipped around. And if I'm not mistaken, the latest update to the game has made a couple of changes with regards to vehicle loading and unloading. If I go ahead and select you, Can I... Or I guess that's a change that's soon to come. But they put out a blog post recently talking about the addition of rail distribution offices and also the ability to choose which vehicles get loaded and dropped off. Maybe I'm missing it. Can load vehicles. Yeah, that's fine. Not 100%. Not 100% sure right now, but they were talking about enabling options, or at least being able to see what kind of things can fit on the back of a flatbed versus what can't. So I'm excited to actually finally be able to, do some of that, because it's been a long time coming. We've talked about it a couple times, how frustrating it is that you can't do that. So it is good to see that it will be an option. We have some open hulls over here that are moving resources right now. Unfortunate, because I wasn't hoping to swap them out. These guys have mostly been upgraded. These guys have mostly been upgraded as well. Memory serves me correctly. Yes. We have the Zodcha. No, not Zodcha, sorry, but the Zavodsk huge construction office that I think could still use... Nope, that's been upgraded as well. We've done a pretty good job of upgrading our fleets, actually. A decent job. Not an amazing job, but a decent job, I would say. You guys, are you involved in any construction right now? You are not. Huh. That's silly. Well, while they're not assigned, though, why don't we go ahead and get rid of this open hull. And this open hull as well. Good stuff. For you two, let's go ahead and get rid of... These are all dumpers. There's the open hull over here. Sure, get rid of you. And let's get rid of this open hull as well. Man, you can see the learning process over here. You can see how, like, disorganized it was. Alright, what are we looking for? We're looking for 4 open hulls. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Good stuff. Come on. Citizens' loyalty seems too low. Alright, we'll take a look at that shortly. Well, where is this, rather? All the way up over here. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, you know what? We don't have secret police in this area, which is probably why we're not able to get a proper assessment. We have a suspicion that government loyalty in this residential building may be very low. Seems some of the citizens don't see our ideology right. This could result in a spread of this dangerous opinion and result in escapes of people into the capitalist countries. Our recommendation is to build immediately at least a few Soviet monuments in the area to remind people that socialism is the best regime. All right, we'll take a look at that shortly. Where are we? Let's go ahead up over here. And let's send you over to here. And you over to here. And let's get this guy over to here. And this guy over to here. Over to our construction office assignment tool. Or rather, first let's go ahead and close all these. Construction office assignment tool. Let's go ahead and assign these guys to this lot as well. And what about up over here? This guy's not involved either. We should pull you in. And we have a couple of open hulls still available. I mean, these are some really old. This is some really old equipment. Oh my god, look at that bus even. Oh my god. We gotta we gotta consider these upgrades to some of these older construction offices. Alright, let's go ahead and get one guy here. We got one guy here as well. Guess we gotta... No, we can move you directly. Alright, cool. Back up over to here. Bring you over. Now let's bring you over as well. Cool. And we have all of these construction offices. I don't actually know if they're involved right now. It looks like they're involved in something. Yeah, they are involved. This guy hasn't been scooped up, actually. So let's scoop you up as well. And let's go ahead and assign all the construction offices down over here. It should make things a bit more efficient, I would think. Just reassign so everyone's actually coming down here, right? That's been built already. Go ahead and get these guys assigned as well. Why don't we go ahead and get... I almost feel like we're going to fall behind, actually. Go ahead and get these guys going, too. I almost feel like we're going to fall behind. We were ahead of the curve, but now we're looking at close to 2,500 21 pluses. That's making me a little less certain about our rate of progress here. This main road over here is ready to upgrade, I think. Let's go ahead and get that done. Pay for it, of course, yes. Done, and... done, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. We could probably get all this as well, actually. There we go. Get all this. So I think these guys are headed down towards the car dealerships. Go down to here, because there might be some adjusting going on down over here, I think, as we get the tram and stuff coming through. Oh, this guy needs upgrading as well. There we go. Cool. The sun sets, obviously. Yeah, these guys are getting some resources, it looks like. Oh, this is like the first of the resources coming through, actually. Some asphalt and some gravel. Only 6 tons of gravel. Okay, why? Why only 6 tons of gravel? Neither of these construction sites need only 6 tons of gravel. Why didn't you load up a full 16? Was it not available? I refuse to believe that we have a shortage of gravel. I refuse to believe we have a shortage of gravel. Alright, one thing actually to check while it's nighttime, and we can look specifically at UI stuff. What's going on with sports? 589 were not able to participate in any sport, and yet over here it says sport enjoyment is at 99%. Who am I to believe? Who am I to believe? Past days demands unsatisfied sports. Current demands. Does anybody have current demand of sport? Oh, okay, let's see here. I just want to see somebody who has free time right now, whose current demand is sport. Because quite a few of these guys have past demands not met as sports. Oh, there we go. Current demand. What is he up to right now? Working shift. Okay, so let's go ahead and follow this guy. Jaromir Romanovic, right? Let's go ahead and follow this guy. God damn it. Alright, where is he? I don't know if this is going to be the best way to do this. Okay. Let's find Orina here instead. Because they need current demand, food, and sports. Pin you. Can I close this and keep this pinned? Okay, good. Alright, they've teleported to their home building. What are they going to do in their free time? Because they're in their free time right now. I just want to see... No, it looks like their current demands have switched to food and culture. Okay, great. I just need somebody who's like... Current demand, working shift just started. Free time, current demand. Okay, let's go ahead and find you perhaps. You're all the way down over here. Because their needs are food and sport. But they're all the way down over here, which doesn't fulfill either of those needs. So what are they doing down here? Why didn't you like get on a tram and head towards Krasna? They've teleported now. They've got to prepare for their work shift. Current demand is still sports. What about you? You're having your free time right now. Let's see what you're up to. Spending time at the embankment, which again does nothing. I think actually the embankment is probably not even able to provide service to them right now. We're looking for Alexei. Yes. Oh no, there's their name. Yeah, he's outside somewhere over here, among the crowd that's not being serviced. So wasting his time, and now it's his work shift. So he didn't get any of the enjoyment he was hoping for. Now, actually, let me take a quick look over here. You know what? Yeah, I guess they're coming here for their sports enjoyment, and that's why I guess they're not getting on a tram, because they think they can get it here, and then they get stuck waiting for service. So I might actually be better off not having these connections. If I cancel this footpath, let's try this. Cancel that footpath, right? And I wonder if I shouldn't do the same down over here. Cancel this footpath. Because yeah, some people will get what they're looking for, but most people will not. The vast majority will not. I'm glad I came to check this out. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Right? Get rid of that connection. Is this one connected? No, it's not. Alright. Again, it's not like they were providing that much employment or anything. Oh, by the way, the water effects have changed as well. They've changed the visuals on the water to prevent it looks like it's tiling so much. I don't know if that update's come through or if it's going to come through soon. You always get the placebo effect with things like water and all that, so I'm not sure. But the fact that well, one thing I could check for is there we got depots for citizens. Cargo, aggregate. Yeah, I guess maybe it's not because there's no train distribution yet. So it must be an update that's coming in the future. Let's go ahead and disconnect the footpaths over here as well. Exactly what I was waiting to spot is like where citizens are maybe going to falsely fulfill their sports needs. You know, down over here. Let's get rid of that. Do that. All right, great, perfect. Looks nicer. Cool. All right. Hopefully now that will encourage them to. Yeah, go to an actual, you know, stadium or something. We'll see. While we're waiting to see, though, okay, this part makes me very nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm quite concerned about how this is going to work. Because it's going to be pretty crowded. A rail station over here. Bus stop, trolley bus. That's a train platform, but maybe a little too rural looking. That's also kind of rural looking. I mean, it's not the end of the world, I guess. I think it's some of the best ones we have. Oh, this one's nice. It's a little too big though. A little too long for a tram. How's this one look? Also a little too big, I think maybe. These are the embankment ones. That's not what we need. Downtown bus stop. This is a giant station. We don't need that. Urban passenger heliport. No, thank you. What is this? Too large. Too large. Just looking for something. It doesn't have to be that big, you know. We could just get one of these down. I guess they're not too bad. Not too bad. Where is not this one? It's a single. I need something that's on both sides. Train platform. Again, these guys are a little too large. This guy. Get him down like this, basically. Right? We do... Oh, come on, game. Let me line up nicely. Actually saw it let me snap to that. That's kind of silly. Well, it won't actually work, so that's fine. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, it's going to absolutely kill me. That's going to absolutely kill me. Okay, let's do this instead then. Let's do this instead. Go ahead and get the grid up. Pop you down like so instead. We'll see if this works. Pop you down like so. Yep. Go ahead and get the footpath hooked up like this. Nice curve like that. And like this. Nice curve like... I'm trying to figure out what's more symmetrical. That, I guess? That's a little too long, isn't it? That's just a little bit too long, I think. Get rid of you. Well, now I think I've got it stuck to that, so be it. So be it. So that's where the trams will actually stop and let people off, and they can go to the car dealership if they want to, or they can go to the mall itself. This is the mall stop. I don't think we're going to build a loop around the back over here or anything. It kind of gets rid of the novelty of the waterfront tram. I think this is as far back as we'll go as far as service is concerned, but we'll go further back for the actual depot itself. And I do believe I have a depot that I got. Yeah, this was the one that was recommended. We can put you straight up this way. This is the line I'm trying to stay on either side of it. I think this is the case. Yeah, this guy over here. All right, sure. So let's go ahead and pop you down. I mean, I'm thinking like even all the way up to like here or something, you know, just so it doesn't get in the way of anything else ever. Well, now I've lost the line. This guy. All right, cool. Up we go. Like up over here, if we do this, right? If we do that. Come on. Like so. Like so. There we go. If we do that, right, we could, in theory, attach it to this, if need be. I mean, this guy will only be able to fit trams, though. It's not for longer trains, so let's not lose track of that. We could make this where more power junctions and stuff get planted down to you know, help distribute power. If we do any more housing, it'll probably end, you know, over here. This could be like parks and stuff. So it makes sense to have the depot back over here. And then you'd have the tracks, electrified tracks here. Go through like so. Oh, are you for real? This crossing is too close? No, it's not. It's just the height difference over here is the problem. So let's go ahead and flatten height from center. Need to spend money here, not a problem. But what I'm hoping is we can kind of like smooth this out a little bit, because these buildings will come out this way as well. Alright, let me go ahead and flatten all this. Come on now. There we go. Just to make sure it's all usable down the line, and we can smooth this area out so we have like a smoother incline there for the tracks themselves. Go ahead and smooth you. Are these trees going to stay here? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. We'll have a different layout of housing over here, or it'll just be maybe something else. Maybe this will be a cultural center as well, a different kind of cultural center that people can flock to. We'll see. The jury's out for now. If need be, we can obviously get rid of these trees. But this at least lets us see where we need to smooth the terrain. Where are we? Terrain smooth. Go ahead and do that kind of a thing. I think that should be enough. Oh, geez. A little too high, I think. Drop you down a bit. There we go. Smooth the terrain even further. That, I think, should do the trick. Only one way to find out. Electrified railway. Go ahead and hook you up like so. No. Interesting. Very interesting. Push you down any further, what happens then? A bit more willing to cooperate? Yeah, there we go. Too steep of an incline all the way back over here. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. That's okay, I can work around that. It's just a matter of smoothing this a bit more, I guess. Too steep of an incline. There we go. Yeah, that ought to do the trick. Alright, cool. Go ahead and make sure we're not paying for it by mistake. Hook you up like so. I'd say that's straight enough. Hook you up like so. Now the question is, how do we hook this up to all this, right? Do I want to do a T-junction down over here? Do I want to do like a loop or something? I was actually tempted to maybe do a loop. And I'll show you what I mean if I can. Let me get some more trees down over here first. And you know what? I just realized I did forget, as I had a feeling I might. Oh no! What have I done? Move these trees. I did forget to put monuments down over by Trainwreckski, didn't I? Got a couple of these stars down. Love a good star. Can never have too many stars. Put stars down over here, or we could put a good old-fashioned, just a good old-fashioned Lenin statue. Just watching into, like, looking into these houses. Oh, let's see. What's a good spot? What's a good spot? We actually have some nice spaces here. What about a small monument over here? Infrastructure's getting in the way. Oh, no. We have a sweet spot. There it is. Pop you down for now. I wonder if it'll have an effect if it's not connected, but we'll find out, I suppose. Get that down over there. Why don't we go ahead and get maybe one of these stars? Stars are never a bad idea, right? Who doesn't like a good star? What is this? This is a store? This is a cinema. Oh, perfect. Perfect place for a star, actually. And I've got more monuments as well. I guess I've got some modded ones too, but I can't recall now if they are active, like if they have the impact that you expect them to. And pop you down like this, maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Go ahead and pay for you. Go ahead and pay for you. It's a 5-star cinema. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of the star. So that's how it works in our nation. That's how it works. How many points of the star you've assigned? Because every star is perfect. You don't need 5 stars for perfection. Even a single star is perfection. But it has to be a full star. What was I looking for? Right, I was looking for... Yeah, government loyalty is really low over here, actually. So hopefully these monuments will help. I guess we do have secret police able to reach here. And that's why we know for a fact these people aren't loyal. So hopefully that'll help deal with that, right? Hopefully. Let's very quickly check over here. Sports, I mean, these numbers are looking better, technically. They're not 500s, right? So they are looking better. We'll see how that plays out. And I really wish this was a bit smoother. The shadow just kills me. But it's only at a specific time of day. Alright, so we have this over here because we wanted to put a bus stop down here, right? Yeah, okay, fair enough. So the tracks there, oh, it's going to be impossible to work with these conditions. Well, let's see. Electrified railway, I can still pull this guy down, right? That's very bright. Okay, you know, it's very hard to see, actually, in these conditions. So why don't we go ahead and deal with UI-specific stuff. Again, I try to balance out what we do during the day and during the night. If I don't have anything to do during the night, then I'll speed past it, sure, but when I do have something to do during the night, I think it's worth doing. I just started his work shift. Can I find someone who is... Okay, why don't I go ahead and take a look at the station instead. Passengers waiting, food, culture, clothes. Oh, there we go. This guy's looking for food and sport. Panfilov Zenon Sergeyevich. Let's see what you do, buddy. You're headed in the wrong direction if you're looking for sport. Well, let's see. He's got 8 hours of free time, right? And I am very curious. I'm very curious about how this stuff works out. And plus, this gives us some insight into the lives of our people. So this guy's looking for food and sport. Well, it seems as though he's satisfied, actually, with his sport. So maybe I'm looking at the wrong guy here. Maybe I've made a horrible mistake. Let's check in here. Is there anybody who is looking for sport? This guy. Vikenty Konstantinovich. Let's take a look at them, because there you can see amount/satisfaction. Sport is the only thing at 0. So in theory, they should be going out looking for some sort of sport entertainment, right? In theory. Oh man, these concrete structures look so interesting from underneath at night, backlit and lit in blue like that. Beautiful. It is really fun to see these highways get used like this, though. Just that they're active at all is pleasant, in my opinion, at least. All right, we're looking good, apart from the rave that's going on over here. That's fine. Once we get all the nuclear, lines set up, which again is what I'm thinking will be the focus of the next session, we'll be all right. But y'all let me know what you think about that, actually. Let me know if you would like to see something else next session, or if you agree with a focus on working power and getting it finalized, if that's a good idea. Okay, where are you going? It looks like you're actually headed to the sports halls up over here instead. Is that the case? And that's fine, too. They don't have to go all the way to Krasna, right? Where are you going? Yeah, okay. Brusque Gym. That's fine. I just wonder if, like, what I don't know is can these people tell that there's no room for you here? So why would you come here? And it's a real bummer. It's a real bummer. Because, see, what I was hoping for is that they'd see that, okay, these spaces are full, I can't actually get what I want over here, so I should instead take the train to, to Krasna. But they're not doing that, and I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to reconcile that. I'll have to figure it out. That's a bit of a bummer. We had that fixed for so long, and now it's causing issues again. How do I fix that? And also, why aren't more people working here? Number of staff 4. It's just weird to me that they would try to get their needs fulfilled here, even though they very clearly will be well beyond last in line. There's no chance of them getting what they need. Oh, are you done? You are. You are done. Nice. 1,500, 21 pluses living with their family, so things are looking alright. Working on all this stuff up over here. Is this guy done? Nope, almost done. We need some boards. I think this guy just got completed, actually. That's funny. Perfect timing. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Huge dip there. Looking good. These guys will hopefully help with the construction going on over here. We could assign... oh, this guy's already assigned. Let's assign you as well. And that should work out quite nicely. Down over here, resources are being delivered. Yes, looking alright. This guy, not so much. Up over here. Oh, wow. We're seeing some serious progress over here, actually. This guy's almost done. This guy is done. Oh, nice. Very cool. All right, cool. Neat. Some good progress today, I suppose, in terms of not just work that we're doing, but also work that our citizens are doing. Very nice. And it's nice to see as well the waterfront space over here looking complete, At least at one end. At least at one end. Exciting times, man. This area just makes me so happy. Once this office building is done, and once the TV tower is done, I think it'll look quite interesting as well. Very exciting. Very exciting. Very exciting. All right, cool. Now, one thing I was wondering about was actually up over here, if we wanted to use some modified decorative elements to build a park or something, right? I kind of touched on that. Can I? There we go. Beautiful. I kind of touched on that earlier, but I got to find the modded pieces for that. Was it in attraction? No, it was in... Oh, I forget. But it was the stuff that we used for our schools and stuff up over here. I cannot remember for the life of me where those were. They weren't playgrounds. They weren't attraction. Were they cinema? Some of them might have been. We got some tables over here. Oh, these can actually be sat at. These can actually be sat at for what? What do they provide? Oh, they act as cinema. Not the biggest fan of that. The sign acts as a cinema for 100 visitors. Kind of funky, I would say. A little funky. Wouldn't mind getting an embankment observation deck, but that, what I want, only supports 5 people, so that's really not ideal either. Distribution office, no factory farm, forklift facilities. Where were those fun little pieces? Not residential, not pub, because they were just sort of like things. Oh, monument, I think. Yeah, monument. This guy actually, it's a road connection. But I not just put a bunch of them down? I just want to put a bunch of them down. Well, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Can we? Oh, they do need some empty space. But we can absolutely decorate. Yeah, that's okay. That's pretty neat. Not exactly what I was looking for this area, which is why I didn't put them down over here. That's pretty neat. Oh, we can get an obelisk. Ah, just too big. Just too big. If it was a little bit smaller, get the red star down over here, maybe. And oh, there we go. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and pop you down like so. Again, can never have too many stars, right? We have the small red star, but no. Oh, this small red star is actually a bigger red star. What the hell? I've been tricked. I've been duped. Get rid of you. Yes, demolish that, please. Thank you. Back to our mods. Get our small, quote unquote, small red star over here instead. Can we get the rubble out of here quickly, please? There we go. Can actually get this a little bit closer to the corner, or we can get it further back. Not closer to the corner, I think. Let's do that. Cool. And where are the got a greenhouse? We got a pavilion over here if we wanted to do that. That doesn't really fit the space, I don't think. Clock tower. Yeah, we got some fun items over here that I haven't looked at in a while, eh? Got this over here as well. I don't think that's the right tone, I guess, for the area. But we have these pieces. Could we maybe get where are we? 5 by 5? No. And for a square here. There we go, 5 by 5. Pop you down like this. Let's see. Do like this kind of a thing. And then if we could just get like some benches or something. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Cafe chair. Oh, actually we could do this, right? Seems a little too like perfect. I was hoping for something more like this. Like, let's get that. Let's get body like that and body like this. Then we can get these chairs, right? So it looks like people have actually been like using these spaces. There we go. A good way to enjoy the waterfront, right? Up like that. There we go. Guys, like this and like this. All right. We can, if we want to, get one of these like add columns or whatever. Maybe that's a little too tightly packed, perhaps. This breaks up the space a little bit, you know? Just breaks it up a little bit. Makes it look a bit more interesting. Phone booths, hanging wire lamp, mailboxes. Don't think we need any of those. All right. I mean, it just, again, something to add some life here. So I'm going to add some life. What are we looking at here as far as sports are concerned? 282 as opposed to the 500 we were seeing earlier. Yeah, it looks like needs are being met now. 90 citizens as opposed to the 500 or so we were seeing earlier. Looks like needs are being more met now, and it was just an issue of people trying to get to these little spots over here where they couldn't get service, looking for service. But I'm glad we sorted that out. As I'd expected, we managed to get this done, and quite a bit of it actually. We managed to get this done. We managed to organize quite a few things as well, as far as, well, get some fixes done and get some fixes up over there done as well. And we do have the beginnings of all this in place, but this latter portion over here is going to be quite the undertaking. So maybe we prioritize that next time. Maybe we prioritize power next time. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm kind of torn. Maybe I try to do both, but we all know how that ends up, right? We all know how that ends up, folks. I hope you enjoyed this session. Lots of progress today. Very excited to see where we go next. I think we've done quite well so far. And this new space is shaping up. I mean, one of the biggest accomplishments, I think, today feels rather minor, but just having the sports needs of all these people figured out, honestly, is a problem I've been concerned about for the last, like, 3 sessions now. 4 sessions, even. So it's nice to finally have some answers as to what was going down. So I feel pretty good about that. Among, obviously, other things. Literally everything else. I'm so pleased with how this space is looking. And now that we have... Oh, the TV tower is getting some good progress as well. Those flags look quite nice, too. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving this a lot. This is great. Folks, hope you had a good time. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. As always, it makes a massive difference. And just letting me know what, again, y'all would like to see on the channel, what I should keep doing, what I should slow down. I look at the comments as well to get feedback and thoughts and opinions with regards to how to approach various concerns and issues from time to time, such as this one over here. I thought we solved it. I thought we finally solved it, but you know what? Seems we did not. We'll figure it out, folks. As always, of course, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, до свидания.